seems to me that shamanism can lead to a destructive path, where if the practitioner itself wants to gain more and more power, which can be corrupting. So in having Buddhism in there, that forms a container of, say, morality or something like that, which counteracts the corruption of power. Can you expand a little bit more on that?
Well, so for instance, in Buddhism, the study of power, when I was talking about elements and light and sound being something that is held in common, the study of those three things being in common with shamanism, the study of those three things are really held in Tantra or vajrayana practice. And those practices are outgrowths of Mahayana Buddhism, which is more common in, the Vajrayana and the Tantrayana practices are more common in the Himalayan regions. And in that process, in those schools, there is a very deliberate set of initiations that one has to go through in order to be able to access the information. And you even have beings called Dharma protectors that are these sort of ferocious manifestations of compassion that are designed to face down any kind of negative intention arising from within the practitioner in terms of a desire for power that might be out of alignment. And there are processes for working with those Dharma protectors to transform any kind of imbalance in one's intentionality toward power. And these practices are very much prescribed. Now, in traditional shamanic settings, you also have processes of initiation, but there's not the emphasis on developing a kind of morality or integrity around power. The idea is to be able to just hold more power. Like the initiation is designed to help you be able to hold greater and greater amounts of power, have greater and greater contact with teachers and guides that would make you a more powerful diviner, a more powerful doctor, that sort of thing. And one of the things that happens in shamanic practice, and it's completely understandable, and you see this in multiple cultures, it's not just one culture where you see it, shamans are often charged with doing the impossible. And actually, shamans can do things that seem impossible with the intercession of this universal power that they are able to direct if they are in balance with themselves. But a lot of times, you can't stop the drought. You can't make the disease go away. You can't make the neighboring tribes stop warring with you. And so you might try to use the universal power that you have access to with a particular intentionality or a particular attachment to outcome that may not be in everyone's highest good, right? And this is where you get this idea of spell casting coming in, or this idea of trying to create obstacles for whatever the process is at hand that is perceived as being threatening to the group. Like there may be some kind of negative intention sent toward a negative intention sent toward a neighboring group of people so that they won't harm you. You're sort of doing the best defense is the offense. And so you kind of get this kind of warfare that shamans are known to engage in, and on a non-material level happening. And it starts out probably with a good intention, but it ends up being just like other human interactions that are not informed by compassion and kindness, but the problem is they've got all this power at their hand. And then you have this degeneration in practice, which is really unfortunate. And that's why a lot of shamanic practice has a bad name in the modern times. People are afraid of it because of this this thing does happen. And one of the things about applied shamanism is that because we combine it with so much of the Buddhist emphasis on discipline and morality, that cannot happen within applied shamanism. So.